Welcome to FemFusion Fitness and this 35-minute slow flow fitness and yoga, otherwise known as Foga, with wrist and ankle weights, which are totally optional, but they're a really great way to increase calorie burn and safe strengthening. I recommend trying this flow one time without any ankle or wrist weights at all. And then if you want to add them on, choose 1 to 2 pound weights for your wrists and 2 to 3 pound weights for your ankles. So once you get these really securely fastened, make sure they're on nice and tight, we're gonna go into our first move, which is gonna be actually a child's pose. So if you're not putting on your weights, then go ahead and go right into child's pose. I like making it a wide-kneed child's pose, where your feet are close together and your knees are far apart. Sit back on an exhale, so really strongly exhale and sit back into this relaxing, releasing first pose. Stay here, wiggle yourself down into the position. Inhale down into your low back, your kidneys, your low belly and your pelvis. And every time you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Now, prepare to come into a Sphinx position. So you're gonna walk yourself forward onto your forearms and then your legs straight out behind you. Make sure that your elbows are directly under your shoulders and just relax in this Sphinx position. Maybe look your head up and down and just breathe. Remember that the purpose of today's routine is to take things nice and slow and to breathe. With every movement, there's a breath. Really be in the moment, be in your body, sink into each pose, and be slow, strong, and controlled as we go through the flow. Now release down onto your belly fully. Spread your hands out in front of you and your feet and legs are straight back behind you. Engage your bottom, your glutes, and lift opposite arm and leg up off the floor, slow and controlled, kind of a swimming position. So opposite arm and leg lift up off the ground and then gently set it down. Keep going. Keep breathing steadily as you lift opposite arm and leg. One more each side. So this is the last time right here. And now bend your elbows, straighten your legs out behind you, strong through the back body, and lift everything off the ground and then set it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, set everything down. Inhale, lift everything up. Exhale, set everything down. Inhale, lift off the floor, and exhale down. Last time, inhale, lift. And now arms straight behind you. Legs are still off the floor. You're going to bring your hands to touch your head and then down by your hips. Keep going, touch your head and down by your hips. Keep going with this, strong through the back side of the body. The whole back side is strong. And last time here, touch your head and then touch your hips. Hold it and release down. Shake out your bottom and come up onto your hands and knees. In this position, take a minute to just release your back, wiggling out your bottom, circling your bottom and the wall behind you. Nice hip rolls. Move in a way that feels good, whatever feels good to you. Just be loose and free. And now inhale and exhale, cat and cow spine. Inhale to cow And exhale, lift your belly button toward your spine to cat. Come to a neutral position. Lift your belly button toward the spine, strong through the core, and lift your right leg and your left arm. So opposite arm and leg. Set it down and then switch sides. Right arm lifts and left leg lifts. Set it down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Set it down. And right arm, left leg. Set it down. Now lift that left arm and the right leg again, and this time set down your left hand, but keep your leg lifted. Strong through the core, reach your right arm up toward the sky. Right arm and right leg are both lifted. Really, really strong through the entire core, lifting the arm toward the ceiling and the leg straight out to the side. Now bend your right knee and hold on if you can to your ankle. This is an option. This is a great stretch for the front of the thigh and the front of the body. Also, you really have to challenge your balance here, so hold strong and breathe. Now release down back to your hands and knees, and again, wiggle out your bum on the wall behind you. Just roll out your hips. Go both directions. One time, cat spine and cow spine. Find neutral spine position again. Right arm lifts, left leg lifts. Set it down. Left arm, right leg. Set it down. Right arm, left leg. Set it down. Left arm, right leg. Set it down. This time, right arm, left leg. Hold it here, strong through the core. Set your arm down, but keep your leg lifted. And now your left leg stays lifted and left arm goes up toward the sky. Reach everything like you're a star, reaching in all directions. Feel as if your body is between two sheets of glass, one in front of you and one behind you. You're really strong through that core and breathing. Now, if you did on the other side, grab onto your ankle and feel that stretch through the front of your thigh and the whole front side of your body. Very carefully and slowly release the knee to the ground, roll out your hips, and this time we're gonna sit back into a downward dog. So really press your hips up toward the ceiling and bend one knee at a time, stretching out the backs of the legs, the calves. Strong bend through the knees so you can really have a straight back. Feel the energy rushing up your legs as you inhale and out down through your hands as you exhale. And then the next time you inhale, picture it coming up through your hands toward your bottom. And then as you exhale, down your legs from your bottom to your ankles. Now look forward and walk your feet forward, carefully tiptoeing and straight back. Inhale your arms up and exhale, hands at your chest. Inhale, and then as you exhale, pull your belly button to your spine, lift your pelvic floor and fold forward. Step your right leg back, look forward, low lunge. And then exhale, step that right foot up. Step the left foot back. Inhale, and then exhale, step the left foot forward. Now step the both feet back and go into downward dog again. Hold this downward dog position, and now lift your right leg up and down. 10 times, we're going up, straight up with that right leg. Slow and controlled. Feel yourself moving from your hip, from your right hip. Legs straight up toward the ceiling. And we have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time lift the leg and open the hip. Feel that you're bending the knee and opening the hip out to the side. Keep your arms straight. And now pull the knee toward the chest on an exhale. Really pull belly button to spine and then step it through between your hands. Left foot, back foot is parallel to the short end of the mat, and you're moving into warrior 2. So make sure that your front knee is directly over your front ankle. So right knee over right ankle. Hold it strong and lift it through the pelvic floor. Inhale your arms up overhead as you straighten your legs, and then exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep your knee bent and bring your arms straight up overhead. Bend at your elbows and do a nice triceps extension. So bend and straighten your arms. Bend and straighten. Keep going. Breathing steadily. Pelvic floor is lifted. Abdominals are pulled in. Knee is pressing back. And now side angle pose. Bring your elbow onto the thigh or bring your right hand toward the floor. Left arm is up toward the ceiling. Really stretch from your left foot to the top of your head and reach that arm up toward the ceiling. Now left arm down, lift your pelvic floor, sweep across your belly and lift that right arm up toward the sky into a twist. A nice easy twist with a low lunge. Breathing steadily. And on your next exhale, you're going to bring the back knee down and the right leg is going to come up into a half moon, a modified half moon. It's similar to what we did before, but this time we're going to tap down and up. So down with your leg and straight up. So it's a hip abduction, abduction. Lift that leg up toward the sky. It's shooting straight out to the side and lift it up. Now return to your hands and knees and tuck your toes, sit back into downward dog. Maybe bend out your knees, stretching out the backs of the calves, and then on an exhale, tiptoe yourself forward, bend your knees, flat back, wing your arms up into chair pose. Sit back, sweep your arms back, staying low in chair pose, and then up. Exhale back with your arms, and then sweep them up. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep your arms back. This time on the inhale up, bring your right knee up as well. And then sweep it back. Takes a lot of balance. Go slow and controlled. Sweep your arms and your leg up. And then exhale, arms and leg back. Inhale, arms and leg up. And exhale, arm and leg back. Inhale up. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale, arm and legs up. And exhale, arms and leg back. Gently, like you're stepping onto a cloud, step that right leg back behind you at a 45-degree angle and just hold it here so you're really angled low down, almost touching your thigh with your chest. And then bend and straighten your elbows. Nice triceps press back. Palms are up toward the ceiling. Straighten your elbows and bend. Straighten and bend. Now let's bring the left hand down toward the ground. We're moving toward half moon. So left arm is down on the ground. Right leg lifts up toward the sky and your hips open out toward the side. Now in this position, you can stay looking down toward the ground. Keep your right ankle flexed, really lifting that leg out toward the side wall. You can bend the knee if you'd like, or you can keep it straight without the bend. Whatever feels good to you, just keep the hip open toward the side wall. My hip is open toward the camera. And then place your hand down on the ground and carefully come into a forward fold. Bend your knees, flat back, sweep your arms up, and hands at your heart. We're gonna do the same exact flow on the other side. So exhale, lift your pelvic floor, pull belly button to spine, and fold. Step your left foot back, look forward, you're in a nice runner's lunge. Inhale, and then on an exhale, step that back foot forward. Inhale, And then on an exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Now left foot back, right foot joins it in downward dog. Walk out those feet. And then when you're ready, lift that left leg up toward the sky, straight up toward the sky and down. We have 10 hip extensions. So nice and strong through that left hip. Your left butt muscle, your left butt cheek is really working. Let's do 5 more. So lift and down. Keep breathing and keep pressing back with your body. So you're really pressing into your fingertips. And 3, 2, 1. This time lift the leg and then bend the knee and open that hip toward the sidewall. Keep your arms straight. And then pull that knee toward the chest on an exhale and step it through between your hands. Look forward. Lift your belly button toward your spine and move into Warrior 2. Back foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat, strong and lifted through the pelvic floor and core. And as you inhale, you straighten the knee and lift the arms toward the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now keep the knee bent and lift the arms up overhead, straightening them overhead, and then just bend at your elbows. Triceps extension. So bend the elbows and then straighten. Keep the pelvic floor lifted and the low abs pulled in. Don't let your lower ribs jut forward, so you're nice and strong and lifted. Pressing through the outer edge of that back foot. Keep breathing. And now side angle pose. Your elbow is on your thigh, or maybe your left hand is actually touching the ground. The right arm is lifting up toward the sky. Hold this side angle pose and breathe. Nice stretch through the side body. On your next inhale, you're going to look down and then exhale, hands down, and lift your belly, pull it into a twist, and just hold this nice twist with a low lunge. Easy twist. Left arm up toward the sky. Now bring your right knee down, kickstand it out, and move into a modified Halfmoon Pose. So your left leg is straight out to the side, left arm is up toward the ceiling, and we move that leg up and down 5 times total. So let's do 4, 3, 2, 1 more time. Up and down. Come onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, sit back into downward dog. Walk out those legs and tiptoe yourself forward. Bend your knees, sweep up into chair pose. Sweep up, strong through the core, sitting back, and then sweep your arms behind you. Staying low the whole time. Sweep your arms up and then back. Again, sweep your arms up, staying low, sitting back, and back with your arms, and up and back. This time bring your left knee along with you, so sweep your arms up and your left knee comes up, and then sweep everything back, slow and controlled. Up and then everything back. Warrior 3 position. Sweep your arms up and back. One more time, sweep up and back and up and back. Now, slow and controlled, like you're stepping onto a cloud. Your left foot comes back at a 45-degree angle, still tipping forward. And now you're gonna bend your elbows and straighten them. Slow and controlled, bend and straighten your elbows. Holding that core nice and strong. Your back is flat, strong through the core, and breathing steadily. Now, Bring your hands down, right hand down toward the floor, and move into the Halfmoon Pose. Right hand is down, left leg is straight out to the side. Your hips are open toward the left side. And you can keep your left hand on your hip. Stay looking down toward the floor. If you'd like to, you can bend that left leg, the leg that's up. It's a nice stretch, and it feels really good with that traction from the weight. Now, left hand down on the floor, bring the left foot to meet the right. Just forward fold, bending one knee at a time. Bend your knees, flat back, wing your arms up, hands at your heart. Now step into Warrior Two foot position with your left knee forward and your right leg back. In this position, you're going to use your right arm and straighten and bend it like you're pulling a bow and arrow, nice and strong with that right arm, pulling that bow and arrow, exhaling as you pull back. Inhale, and then exhale as you pull back. Now reach the left arm up overhead as you inhale, reverse warrior. Straighten the left leg. Reach your arms out to the side, heel toe your back foot in just a little bit. Tip yourself forward like you're reaching for something. Reach, 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 and then tip down into triangle pose. So in this position, feel like your body's between two sheets of glass, one in front of you, one behind you, and really lengthen both sides of your waist. Breathe deeply. Inhale. And then on your exhale, put your hand on your waist, bend your knee, and come up to a stand carefully. Turn your heels in, toes out, and sit down into a wide goddess pose. In this position, arms overhead, you're gonna pulse it. Really lift that pelvic floor and exhale as you lift your pelvic floor up, up, up. Keep going. Strong through the inner thighs and pelvic floor as you pulse up. And 2, and 1. Okay, now lift the left foot up, the heel up, and pulse it. Keep pulsing, lifting through your pelvic floor, using your inner thigh muscles, and now other heel up, and pulse it, lifting. Use your pelvic floor, use your inner thigh muscles, knees press back, they're open, and set the foot down. And lifting one heel at a time as you pulse up. So lift and pulse up, lift and pulse up, lift and pulse up, lift and pulse up. Keep going. Breathe. Almost done. One more on each side. And release those hands to the waist. Straighten your legs, heel toe your feet so that your toes are pointing in and your heels are pointing out. And on your exhale, fold forward into a nice wide-legged forward fold. Again, toes are in, heels are out. Now look up on an inhale, bend your knees, flat back, inhale up. And move out to the other side. So we're going to move into right leg is bent, left leg is straight, and you're pulling that left arms going forward and then bending into the bow and arrow. Left arm forward and then pulling back. Forward and then exhale, pull back. Use your core muscles, your obliques to pull back. And then an inhale as you go into reverse warrior. Holding it. Inhale. And then exhale. Hands into a T pose. Heel toe the back foot in just a bit. And tip, tip, tip. Reach, reach, reach. Move into triangle pose. Holding that triangle pose on the other side. Lengthening through both sides of your waist. Feel as if your body's between two sheets of glass and that you're leaning back into the glass behind you. Just a little bit, lean back. Now inhale, bend your front knee, hands on your waist, and we'll move back into the forward fold. So your toes are pointed in and your heels are pointed out just a bit. You exhale as you fold forward and just really release into this pose. You can inhale, straighten your back, and then exhale, fold. And now heel toe your feet in and sit down onto your bottom. One more wide-legged fold, this time sitting. So your legs are out wide to the sides, toes point up toward the ceiling, and just exhale, fold forward. Next, inhale, come on up, and we're gonna move into a side bend. So feel that you are really using that weight, the wrist weight as traction to really open up your chest and lean straight to the side, but also almost feeling like you're opening up toward the back just a little bit. Opening toward the back and to the side. Hand on your waist, inhale up, and repeat the same thing on the other side. So side bend, where you're reaching straight out to the side, but also using that weight as traction to help open up your chest to the side and back a little bit. So really reach your arm back just a little bit, opening up your chest, opening up your side waist. Hand on your hip, and then come on up. Bring your knees together. Hold on behind your thighs, and then go ahead and round your back down toward the mat, and then reach your heart up toward the sky. And then again, round your back, and this time all the way down, holding on behind your thighs the whole time. Now, arms up and legs up overhead. Magnetize your low back to the floor. Pull your belly button in toward your spine as you cross your legs and your hands in front of each other. So what I'm doing now is my right arm and right leg are going in front, and then my right arm and right leg are going in back. So in front, and then in back. In front, and in back. Breathe steadily, and again, make sure that your low belly is pulled in, your pelvic floor is lifted. Now hold it here, but switch your legs. So now it's gonna be opposite. We're gonna do some brain work here. So now your right arm and left leg are in front, and now your right arm and left leg are in back. Right arm and left leg are in front. Right arm and left leg are in back. Right arm and left leg are in front. Right arm and left leg are in back. Keep the low back magnetized toward the floor. This whole time, even still, low back magnetized toward the floor as you hold the left knee and then circle the right leg. Circle the right leg. Keep that low back down toward the floor, low belly pulled in toward the spine. Pelvic floor is engaged, and keep breathing. Hold it steady and still now, the right leg steady and still. And then switch. Hold the right knee. And now the left leg circles out toward the side. Make sure your low back is magnetized toward the floor. So pulling, not arching off the floor, but down toward the floor. Low belly pulled in. Hold that left leg straight and strong. Keep breathing. And then knees in toward the chest. Last strong move for our abs here. You're gonna lift your right arm back and then your left arm back. So magnetize your low back to the floor, core is strong, and your arms go back behind you, one at a time. Keep going, left arm back, right arm back. See how this tugs on your core and makes your low back want to arch? Don't let it. Now, if you want to, you can add on the legs. So opposite leg from arm reaches toward the floor. Take it slow and controlled, and if you feel like your low back is arching off the floor, then this is too much for you at this time. Just stick with the arms and forget about the leg part. But if you want to do the leg part, we're doing opposite arm and leg. Keep breathing. Keep your low belly pulled in, and magnetize your low back toward the floor so that your low back's not arching at all. Now hug those knees toward the chest. And you're gonna cross the right leg over the left. So the right ankle is on your left thigh. Lift your bum off the ground. Hold it steady and strong in a nice bridge. Now pulse it up and up and up. Keep pulsing, strong through the left leg, strong through the glutes, strong through the bottom. And last one here, hold it and then release down. Same thing, other side, left leg crosses over the right and roll up into a bridge position. Hold it nice and strong, strong through the right leg, using those glutes to really pulse up toward the sky. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it and roll it down. Bring your feet side by side, and now we're just gonna roll out the back. So go ahead and let your back arch off the ground and then bring it down toward the floor. Inhale, arch your back, and exhale, press it toward the floor. Go ahead and let your bum lift up off the ground as you press your low back down, and now lift it all the way up into a bridge. Circle your hips around, nice bridge hip circles. So big hip circles, tracing a circle on the wall in front of you. One more in this direction, and then switch directions. We're going the other way now, so go the other way with your hip circles, really reaching your hips up toward the ceiling and then rolling them around, tracing a circle on the wall in front of you. Breathing steadily, and now roll down one vertebrae at a time. Shift both hips over toward the left, and both knees drop over toward the right. Nice spinal twist to release our low back and improve digestion, all the wonderful things that help wrap up this practice. Your arms can be cactus arms or goalpost arms at your sides, and you can look away from your bent legs. So in this case, looking toward my left. Relax here, release, and just breathe. Now prepare to switch sides, so look up toward the ceiling, and then one knee comes up and then the other comes up. Recenter yourself with a quick little bridge pose, find your center, and then shift your hips to the right and both knees drop over to the left. You've got cactus arms or goalpost arms, and if you'd like to look toward the right, away from your bent legs, that's a great idea to really deepen the twist. Just breathe here, release into it. Now look up toward the sky, bring one leg up and then the other. Once again, recenter yourself by coming into a quick little bridge pose and then setting your hips down. Now straighten your right leg out in front of you, your left leg out, and your arms out as well. Your spine should be in line, flat against the mat. Everything should really feel like it's being magnetized down into the earth, really sucked down into the earth, especially with those ankle and wrist weights on. Feel yourself just releasing fully into the ground beneath you. And take these last few breaths, this last minute, just to breathe and just to be, sinking deeper and deeper into the mat. into complete release and rest. Now deepen your breath and bring your left leg up and then your right leg up. And just wiggle your legs, windshield wipering your legs back and forth, side to side. And come onto your side into a brief little moment in a nice fetal position. Just take a breath. And only when you're ready, press yourself up on an exhale into a seated position. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be here with me, strengthening your muscles. Inhale your arms up, exhale your hands at your heart. Namaste. Honor the light in me and honor the light in yourself. Again, you did this, you came here today, you took the time to strengthen mind, body, and soul, and I honor you for that. As always, come back, subscribe to my channel. If you want more, tell a friend about this, spread the message. Feel how light and weightless you feel when you take those weights off. It's like you're floating. And as always, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. We will see you next time.